Good morning and welcome to the south of the Czech Republic. Once again, we're off on a road trip. We're going through the Czech Republic down into Austria. We're going to cross from Austria to Slovenia, and then from Slovenia we're going to be heading down to Croatia, where we're going to be staying in a town called Rovinj in Istria for 4 nights. So come with us, enjoy the trip. Ivana's driving this time because it's a normal work day for me, but luckily I can actually work from my laptop in the car, and it is only about 6 o'clock in the morning now. It's a good 9-hour trip to get to Croatia, but we'll be looking at some of the sites on the way, keep you up to date and see how we get on. So we've arrived now in Rovinj in Istria in Croatia. It's a mixture of Croatian and Italian because they speak both languages here. Basically behind me, if you can see behind me, there's the sea. Not far in the distance is Venice. We're on the top of the Adriatic Sea, and Rovinj looks very nice. We're just going to check it out now and have a quick walk around the old town. So the good thing living in Prague, it's right in the centre of Europe, so you can basically travel in all different directions, and if you keep heading south, and after all that time we arrived here in Rovinj, so yeah, easy to get to by car from the Czech Republic. Check out this wine bar, it looks really cool. We're just wandering around some of the back streets in Rovinj now. Stunning place, to be honest. And we're looking for a restaurant called Tunaholic, which we've seen very good reviews for online. So if we can find it, we're going to check it out. So we found the bar that was recommended, or the restaurant rather. It's called Tunaholic, and this is what we are having. I'm having the calamari, fried squid, and Ivana's having similar. It's a mixture of squid, fish and some other kind of fish. So it's a real coincidence. I actually came to Croatia during the lockdown in the part that we could actually travel a bit, July 2020, and I went to Savtat on my own. Ivana stayed back in England because we were selling the house. Anyway, this ship or boat, or yacht rather, Bristolian, was moored up in the harbour in Savtat, which is near Dubrovnik, for the best part of the week when I was there. So weird to see it again in a different part of Croatia. currently Saturday here in Croatia, in Rovinj. We've been here since Thursday, and today we're going to take, well, first of all we're going to go to the beach for a few hours, chill out at the beach, maybe get some lunch, and then later on this afternoon we're going to go on a boat trip, because Croatia has got so many different islands off the coastline. Lots of these islands are worth checking out, and there's plenty of boat trips, and apparently on one of the islands you can actually go cliff diving. Just down at the harbour now in Rovinj, and there's some working fishing boats here. The smell is pretty strong, so we've noticed all these little crates all over the place which are clearly full of fish. So we've just come for our dinner. We're going for a traditional Croatian dish, which is cebapšići. Nothing fancy, but they're very tasty. It's sort of a beef, almost sausagey thing without the skin, and there's a sauce that they have with it. Very tasty. So we've just come on this boat trip now. It's going to take us to one of the islands, which you can see right over there. Apparently there's a nice beach there. Here's the boat. We're one of the first ones to get on. So we've found a bar where we're going to watch the England match. There's plenty of bars that have got the big screens on for the Euros, to be honest. So just near the marina here, and pan round. There's Fazana, and we've got decent sized screen there, and the match should start in about 10-15 minutes. So today we've arrived at Pula, which is a city not far from Rovinj, and it's famous for this massive amphitheater. The amphitheater is one of the largest well-preserved amphitheaters, Roman amphitheaters in the world. One of the largest amphitheaters that's still got all its four sides. It was actually built between 27 BC and 68 AD, and it's one of the 6 largest surviving Roman amphitheaters in the world. Inside the arena now, you can see that there is a stage set up because Pula Arena hosts some big gigs. It was only a couple of days ago that Simple Minds played here. Would have been good to see that, because I actually saw Simple Minds playing in Modena in Italy in 1989 in a stadium there. Interesting to note, there's a cafe there, so from what we can see, if you came to Pula, if you were having a drink at that cafe, or even if you were stood on the pavement here, there would be nothing really to stop you watching whatever artist is on pretty much for free. correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no evidence of any board or anything stopping you looking in to see the bands for free. So we've just arrived in Fazana, which is an old Roman fishing port, not far from Pula. Just going to spend a few hours here checking it out, maybe get something to eat in a bit before we head back to Rovinj later on. We're also going to check the beach out shortly as well. Again, as in all this part of Istria, very much an Italian influence. You can see all the little shutters on the windows, looking very Italian style. Just having lunch now in Fazana. Thank you. Ivana's gone for sardines. Look good. And I'm doing a world tour of spag bol. This is Croatian spag bol. Last night, now here in Rovinj, and we're off down into the town in a few minutes for the last chance to catch the sunset. Sunsets here are spectacular, as they are in most of Croatia. If you look on a map of Croatia, basically the whole coast faces to the west, so you can see amazing sunsets. We're going to check that out, get something to eat, and then it's back to Prague in the morning. So we've been a bit unlucky with the sunset tonight. We're going to do it with the drone, but there was a bit of a band of cloud right in the distance that you can probably see over there, which is blocking the sun, but then it's just come out underneath and it's just on top of that cruise ship. So we might have missed the sunset, unfortunately, or caught a little bit of it, but really it's pretty spectacular anyway. Really warm in July in Rovinj, Istria, Croatia. We're just going to head out and get something to eat in a bit, and then come back and start the trek back to Prague in the morning.